Welcome, just in time for our next pin videos. Come on in, let's go. Welcome back, everybody, to another journaling episode with Larry at Larry's Fountain Pen. And today is Tuesday the 15th, but in my journal that we're fixing to write into, and you can all join me. So grab your journals, grab yourself a pen, pencil, whatever you use to write in your journal, and we can write our thoughts together and how our day went. And on my journal here, it shows from Monday, August 14th, 2017. At the pen I was going to use at the time was the Karas Custom, and the ink was Carabiner Blue Monteverde brand. But since I got this fine Conklin inked up already, the Old Glory here with a 1.1 Anderson nib, J. Hervine ink, I'm going to be using this hematite ink, almost like hepatitis ink. Cool. But I like the color of the ink, and it goes well with the Old Glory pen. So, what do you say we go into it? Y'all can see this. Alright, so here's how I have it. This is how I start my journaling day out. So when I go back to it, I can look at the day, date, month, year, and what pen I used, and what ink I used, and even the nib size. That's an option. I didn't put it up there, but I showed you you can or cannot. Up to you, your choice. So here I go. Let's say in a typical day of journaling, I'll put my time. And that's my cat. I guess she doesn't like the food that we got her the other day, but I think she'll get used to it. She's very picky. I started off today at Starbucks. And I came home, and before lunch, I rode my workout bike. Now you can get real neat if you want. I'm just writing in a hurry, fighting time. So, and burned 400 calories. So today I came home, and that's how my day went. Now, number 6 nib, a Conklin, 6 parentheses pen. So, you know, it can be whatever you want it to be, and I may or may not go back over my journal, which I usually do, and just see what happens that day and what time did I write the event in. And it can just be what you've done for the day, or you can also do other things. I feel like I don't want to just write my thoughts for the day. I want to practice some writing, printing, whatever I want to do. So I do that. Oh, but then look out, something came to mind, so I need to make a note. And, you know, if you run out of even that, you can always go back and just doodle. And I'm just going to doodle for a while because I just cannot think of anything to write, in which there's always something to write about something, right? Ah, brainstorm. In fact, this is about my cat, and she's right over here laying down on the floor next to me. So, you know, that's how, just some ideas how I work my journal. But if I was actually just doing what I normally do, I wouldn't have any practicing of letters or just notes in here. It would be how my whole day went from the morning through the day, through the afternoon, etc., etc., etc. Now, on these journals, I'm using this Uber Work journal, and it does pretty well. On some of the pages, it does bleed through. This was the first journal they put out. But, you know, with a heavy nib, it does some major bleed through. But with a fine nib, it works pretty decent. So you can use whatever tickles your fancy as far as paper-wise, you can use a regular notebook, tablet, just whatever your little heart desires. But for me, journaling is really fun because I'm always writing about how my day went. Anything new went in on that day. Because there's always something going on in my life, and I like to jot things down because I do like to go back and read what happened yesterday, what happened last week, what happened last month. And I even, at times, I'll put the temperature down because that interests me, because what was the temperature today compared to last year at this certain day? Stuff like that. You know, everybody's different. Our minds think different. You know, it's just whatever comes in my head, I feel like writing, I'll jot it down. And that's what I do. I do have a bullet journal that I keep using every day. So I enjoy doing that. But I love journaling. I really do. Now, in this journal, besides what I just done, I keep notes in here. I keep some reviews in here. Like I've got a review that I'm going to be doing this week on the Conklin Durograph with a medium steel nib. That's in here. I've got notes on what I'm going to be talking about, measurements. So this is my all like that journal. But my real journals, I have all it is my thoughts, my everyday life experiences, my ups, my downs, how my health is, how my spine's doing. You know, it's just stuff like that. Because for me, since I love fountain pens, and I take it you guys as well, what a great way to use your fountain pen, right? As well as use your paper. Plus the ink of your choice. So this is what I do a lot. So, you know, fountain pens is my passion. But with that said, some maybe will freak out. I want to mention I do from time to time use a gel pen or a ballpoint pen when I have to. If I'm signing a paper that has multiple copies, and to that carbon paper, I'll have to use a ballpoint, something that's going to go through that paper, because I've tried with fountain pens and that just doesn't do it. So I thought I'd mention that. And grab yourself some paper. Grab yourself a notebook. They're very affordable. And do some journaling. So, I hope this today's journaling kind of helped you get motivated, get back into journaling. Put your thoughts in your journal, your likes, your dislikes, because nobody sees your journal but you. And if you want to share your journal, you can, but that's your choice, nobody else's. You make that decision. That's your call. And that's the end of the journal show. So leave your comments below. Tell me about your journaling, how you guys doing out there. That's important to me because I love journaling. I love fountain pens. How can you tell? Huh. Oh well. Peace. Love you guys. Be safe. And remember, don't text and drive. I'll talk to you later.